Now, I don't mean to scare y'all, but I'm gonna tell you about the Friday the 13th series. This series is synonymous with 80s slasher films, but unfortunately it never recovered after Part 6, Jason Lives. Okay, so we have 12 films to choose from. 10 from the original franchise, Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake. So sit back, grab some marshmallows, pitch a tent, and enjoy the top 5 worst films of the Friday the 13th series. What the fuck? I'm out of here.
Okay, I know what you're gonna say. How can the one that started it all be on the list of the worst? But let's face it, this franchise is all about Jason. And in this film, the killer isn't Jason.
Killer, Mommy. Killer.
Oh shit, spoiler alert. This one establishes the mythos of the series, mainly about Crystal Lake being cursed because counselors let a camper, Jason, drown. And that's about all the kudos I'm willing to give it. Otherwise, it's a pretty boring film with lame kills and even lamer characters. Yeah, that includes you, Kevin Bacon. What's pretty funny though is that producer Sean Cunningham took an ad out in Variety magazine at the time claiming that this film was the most terrifying film ever made, though the script had yet to even be completed. Let that be a lesson to all of us filmgoers who ever believe anything is based on a true story. I'm looking at you, Frank Dukes. When the killer is finally revealed to be Jason's mom, it's pretty disappointing. Don't get me wrong, she looks and sounds really f***ing weird. And I guess at the time this was probably kind of shocking, but looking back on the film, it's nah. Okay, I'll give it one more kudo. Alice chops Mrs. Voorhees' head off in the end, and that's kind of cool, especially knowing that we've probably seen the last of her. I guess the series could only get better from here?
Dang, that guy's fast. Anyway, this next one could have been the best one had the MPAA not gotten their grubby paws all over it. In fact, the MPAA is to the filmmakers here as Jason is to teenagers. Even the iconic sleeping bag kill in this film was toned down. And that's just the tip of the machete. Oh, fuck. Or axe.
The new blood centers on Tina, and Tina has telepathic abilities, along with a boatload of emotional baggage. We wish they did a little bit more with her in this film because it feels like a missed opportunity. This one could have been the series version of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3's Dream Warriors. It's pretty cool though in the end when she uses her powers against Jason and resurrects her dad from the bottom of Crystal Lake to drag Jason back down to the bottom of Crystal Lake. Seriously, can they not dredge this particular lake? Anyhow, you have to watch the film to know what I'm talking about. We have a long roster of dumb shit teenagers killed throughout, but like I said earlier, the MPAA robbed us from having any fun with their on-screen deaths. Chalk this one up to what could have been, but at least it's not as bad as the next one on our list. The f***ing remake. The big problem with this one is they tried to squeeze too much into it. It's almost like an amalgamation of parts 1, 2, and 3. We have a prologue with Jason's mom getting beheaded, then an overly long intro with the first group of shithead campers. This part's not bad, has some pretty cool kills because it's always nice to see a bunch of shitheads eat shit. At about 30 minutes in, we finally get to the main storyline, and it's basically a missing person story without any mystery. Why Jason Voorhees suddenly becomes a kidnapper is beyond us. Jason doesn't f*** around and kidnap people. He's a stone cold f***ing killer. The only tension in the film is between bros Padalecki and Van Winkle, the latter of which steals the movie. He and the stupendous girl who has perfect nipple placement. Now don't take that from me, take that from the man himself.
You got perfect nipple placement, baby.
Van Winkle keeps this film from becoming one that takes itself too seriously, and for that, we salute him.
Now, anyone who's seen one of these films knows that Jason is the tortoise and his victim is the hare. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. But this next film shows us one of his hidden talents. That dude right there can teleport. Oh shit, he just did.
With a name like Jason Takes Manhattan, this film should be both ridiculous and ridiculously fun. Unfortunately, it's only a ridiculously missed opportunity. The fact that much of this film takes place on a cruise ship and not the Big Apple is an obvious call out to the film's low budget. Some notable scenes include Julius boxing Jason and getting knocked the out. Jason teleporting up the mast of a ship, and a cameo from future Jason portrayer Ken Kurtzinger. There might be a few more, but who cares? This film is a piece of shit.
Oh, whew. Good to be back on the set. Safe and sound. Okay, so we're at number 1. And as you've probably guessed, it's part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. So throughout the franchise, Jason has been virtually indestructible. Part 4 was the final chapter. Part 5, which is awesome, actually had an imposter Jason. But in part 6, he's resurrected by lightning. And it's at this point we realize that nothing could ever stop Jason. One method, though, had yet to been tried, and that's blowing the motherfucker to smithereens.
Like 60 unsolved murders at least have happened in Crystal Lake throughout the years, and the FBI is just now getting involved? This film doesn't even explain how Jason's still alive. They said, F that. Let's cut to the good stuff. It's kinda cool how the spirit of Jason bounces between characters, but unfortunately, it's just not as much fun as the man himself doing all the dirty work. And before I forget, the bounty hunter dude has lots of convenient info on Jason and how to kill him. How he knows this? Who f***ing knows? This film is trash.
Okay, that wraps up our top 5 worst of the Friday the 13th series. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And if you did, hit like or subscribe. What?
That does it for the worst films in the Friday the 13th series. Keep in mind though, they're all actually kind of fun to watch. Let us know if you like our choices or if you'd make some changes. Hit the subscribe button if you dig it, and we'll see you at the next list.